How's it going, guys? Will here, and today is a good day because I have received a package in the mail. Always good when that happens. So if you've been watching this channel for a while now, you may remember when I used a Shure SM7B to do all my voiceovers, and I actually sold that microphone. I got rid of it for a Neumann TLM102 a little while back, which is, in all respects, a better microphone. However, just wasn't the right tool for the job. I couldn't treat my entire room, and it could only be used in a treated room. So I decided to, spoiler alert, go back to the Shure SM7B. So, let's take a look in the box. I promise there's a point to this. It's upside down. So, as always with this type of thing, we got some manuals I will never read, a Shure sticker I will probably put on something and then take off, and cable strap, and, for real this time, the microphone. So, here it is. Also in the box, we've got an adapter, the big fluffy windscreen that I rarely ever use, and some Velcro straps to help that big fluffy windscreen stick a little bit better. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why often the newest phone isn't necessarily the best phone for you, which is why I started on this, because while this isn't better than my Neumann microphone I had previously, this is the best microphone for me. So, while I go set this up, roll that intro. Okay, so now that we're all nicely set up, I just wanted to have a quick chill vlog today where I get the chance to talk about a subject that I've been wanting to go over for a pretty long time now, actually. I have scratched the surface on this topic in a couple of videos in the past, but today I just wanted to make a full dedicated video on it. So, this is my personal iPhone. This is the iPhone 12 in white, and this is my personal phone that I use every day. Now, while it is a new phone, it's not a flagship, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Anyway, let's get into it. Right, guys, so as I perhaps poorly explained during the intro, today we're going to be talking about why I personally don't always use the newest phone and why sometimes used phones are the better option. So if you guys couldn't already tell, I'm pretty particular with my phones. For example, when I first switched to iOS, I knew that I wanted Touch ID because the Face ID on my previous Samsung S8 was not good, and I wanted a metal back because, again, on the S8, I did end up breaking the back. That also wasn't good, and that was something that I noticed immediately. Most of the new phones on the market either had Face ID or a glass back, so I decided in the end, maybe the iPhone 7 was the perfect phone for me, and at the time, it definitely was. And you might be in a similar situation. Often the phone market does move towards the general opinion, but not everybody actually wants those features. I certainly didn't, and so buying a used iPhone 7 was the right thing for me to do at the time. Another factor is, of course, price. Not everybody wants to spend a ton of money on their phone, myself included in that, and so I generally do try to buy refurbished or used wherever possible, purely because, one, as long as you make sure that it's in good condition and everything works. In fact, I made a full video on how to buy a refurbished phone up there, then chances are your experience will be almost just as good as if you were to buy it new. Another thing is often these used bundles do actually come with additional accessories. So if you don't have a large budget to spend on a phone and then a ton of accessories, often you can get a pretty good deal. Back when I first started doing these tech reviews, somebody left me a comment which stuck to me to this day. They said they would rather have the flagship of last year rather than a mid-range phone of this year, and I kind of agree. Often it can be better to get a phone that was a flagship like last year or 2 years ago, rather than to spend the same amount of money and get a phone with potentially less features or less performance. Because chances are, while you are going to spend that same money, I mean, the flagship might actually end up lasting longer. So yeah, I tend to find that your money does go a fair bit longer if you buy used or refurbished phones. It's super cold out here, but I do want to get some fresh air and just I suppose you could call this sunlight. It's not really, but what are you gonna do? To be honest, I just wanted to make a vlog today. I wanted to have a quick chill video. Finishing that iPhone 12 video really took it out of me. So yeah, this is kind of like a recovery video. Gonna be back on it by the end of the week, though. We have got a new comparison coming. So yeah, to be honest, I just wanted to make something fun and relaxing, just to recharge a little. And the final reason that I personally prefer buying used phones is a little bit more personal. So if you weren't aware, to make technology, it kind of requires a lot of rare earth elements. phones, which if you weren't aware, can take a pretty substantial toll on the environment. Now, Apple have actually started recycling rare earth metals, which is excellent. That is very much what we like to see. If there was one thing from like 2020 Apple products I could see brought over to other brands, it would be this. Not only that, but often when people upgrade, old phones either sit in the drawer for eternity or simply throw them away. Now, obviously, these are likely to end up in landfill, which isn't ideal. So I find that buying technology used where possible can actually help keep things out of landfill, as well as the fact that it helps keep those rare earth metals in circulation a bit longer. This is also why I have a lot of respect for refurbishers. Granted, you still need to be careful. Some of the eBay ones have been pretty dodgy in the past, but the ones who buy broken old tech and then bring them to a place where they are functional again, I have a lot of respect for that. And if anybody watching this video does that, thank you for A, the cheap tech, and B, helping the environment. And yeah, honestly, that's probably the #1 reason for me as to why I personally prefer to buy used phones. That said, I do totally get it if you do prefer to buy new phones. Maybe you want the new features or the warranty, or simply that security in knowing that it's gonna last. Regardless, there's pros and cons to each, but those are the reasons why I personally do prefer to buy refurbished tech. And so if some of these points appeal to you, maybe check out some refurbished tech for yourself. All right, guys, so it is currently 3:30 and I have not had a cup of coffee today. Let's fix that. Fresh, delicious cup of coffee in a mug I got on sale in Dunelm after a day of talking about tech. What could be better than that? Damn, it's getting dark much sooner nowadays. I mean, it's not even 4 o'clock yet and my ISO is at like 800. Barely see my face because of this light. Anyway, back to the studio. And with that, we are back. Honestly, there's no perfect phone for everyone. Unfortunately, one day there will be, maybe. I mean, despite the fact that I review phones on this channel, most of the time I like to keep my life simple. I like to use one phone, maybe two, one iPhone, one Android. And so finding a phone that was perfect for me was very lucky with this iPhone 12. This is pretty much everything I want in a phone besides the telephoto camera. Again, not really worth that extra price bump though, especially when I have this nice camera here. So yeah, this is the perfect phone for me. It's probably the perfect phone for a lot of you too, because I know a lot of people don't like buying used phones, and so I think for people like that who want these features, the iPhone 11 is probably the perfect phone. But say you do want that telephoto lens, you could get an iPhone XS, or you want an Android, maybe the Pixel 4a. I hear that's actually going on sale for Black Friday. Let me know if you guys want me to take a look at some Pixels. I have been wanting to do some Android reviews for a little while now, so let me know, Samsung or Pixel, which do you want me to take a look at first? Anyway guys, that's gonna do it for today. As always, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this, then smash that subscribe button. I'm done for now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Still getting used to the mic. I know I had it before in this position. Yeah, that's gonna be an adjustment period. All right, see you guys next time.